Whatever you're going through right now, it isn't permanent, I promise. It's your job to start making assumptions about what is happening around you and to have full faith that you are walking down the pathway of success, because you really can be. Your attitudes, your assumptions of what is possible in life, manifestation is basically this idea that your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions, your ideas of self are creating the blueprint of what happens around you. And this means that you can overcome basically anything. And this is why you may hear the term circumstances don't matter, because they really don't, because all manifestations involve circumstances. If there were no circumstances present, you would have nothing to manifest. Manifestation is proving to yourself that what once seemed impossible was in fact possible to attain in your life, because you deliberately chose to focus and to contemplate more of having the result that you want, as opposed to being stuck in life. You have the power within you to change anything. So I want to give you some words of comfort right now, because it really is possible. There have been people that have overcome circumstances that are mind-blowing, people that have walked again, that were told they would never walk again, people that have healed themselves of incurable things. So whatever you are facing is possible. People have gone from homeless to multimillionaire. People have gone from heartbroken to being with the love of their life and having a whirlwind romance. The people that change their destinies are the people that decided they were ready for the new chapter in their life. They were ready for change. Your ego likes to stay stuck as the victim. And that may be why you are seeing certain things repeating in your life. This happens especially in failed relationships. People tend to say the same things, let you down in the same way, even though they're completely different people. But you may start seeing patterns in your life. Maybe you have gotten, a bonus at work, and then suddenly your car breaks down, and so does the water heater in your house. And the bonus is gone. So you may have experienced patterns of receiving unexpected money only to have all of these unexpected bills pop up. These repeated patterns can come to an end. You have the power to not necessarily force change within these unwanted circumstances, within these patterns, but what you do have the power over is how you react to them. Because if you're seeing a repeated pattern show up, this really could be the last time that it does in fact show up. It doesn't have to be an ongoing cycle in your life that lasts forever. It can in fact be the very last time. So how do you react? How do you respond? Do you allow it to get the best of you? Do you allow yourself to wallow and feel sorry for yourself? Or do you pick yourself up in a strong and dignified manner and decide this is the last time this pattern is going to show up in my life? Your attitude and the way you handle things has everything to do with your future results. Ask yourself, what is there that I can learn and gain from this unwanted circumstance? How can I better take charge of the situation and not let it get the best of me? What is life trying to teach me? How can I better heal this part of myself that felt aligned with having this experience show up? A lot of times it stems into childhood. These things tend to recycle over and over and over again. So when you can kind of identify a root source, or at least an earlier source of this, you can understand why it no longer has to be a part of your makeup, a part of your self-concept, a part of who you are. And letting these things go may feel weird at first, because there's sort of a strange pleasure in being the victim and feeling sorry for yourself. Like the ego thrives on that because it loves to stay stuck. It loves to stay in these repeated patterns. But letting these things go isn't letting a part of yourself go. It's not losing who you are. I know it feels more comfortable, more familiar to be stuck in these patterns of misery. But this isn't who you are. It was never who you were meant to be. It's something that happened once, and then you sort of got accustomed to it. It felt like home, and then you just kept repeating it. But once you even just observe that it's a pattern, that really can be enough to break yourself free from this and to finally lift the chains and find freedom from this. Again, if you are experiencing something and you're like, wow, this has happened to me so many times before, this feels really familiar, I want you to mentally observe that it's a pattern. Decide to take a new reaction that's more empowered, that's more strong, that's full of faith for better outcomes. Don't see this as a reason to kind of wallow and let the despair get the best of you. If you have to cry, let it out. It's healing. But feel that strength underneath, that determination. Things are going to get better. This is going to be the last time I see this unwanted circumstance, this unwanted pattern play out into my life. I am ready to let go of the old shell of self-concept that was keeping me limited, that was keeping me in the old familiar circumstances of lack, of frustration, of heartache, of pain. I'm done with it. Be done with it in this moment. Decide right now. Things are going to change. They're going to get better. There's a silver lining in this moment. You have total control as to how you react, how you respond. You may say to me, well, that's not going to change it. It already happened. It's not going to do any good. Try it anyway. Take a strong approach instead of letting it get the best of you. And I promise you will, in fact, get to a place where this no longer feels like what you're supposed to experience in life, and the pattern will stop playing out. You are meant for miracles. You are meant for bliss. You are meant for abundance. You are meant for love. You are meant for money, beauty, happiness, health, vitality. And you're relearning these things. You're remembering them. You're remembering who you truly are. And these unwanted circumstances in your life are patterns that have played out. They do not define you. The interesting thing is that these patterns may be playing out in different areas of your life. So take a really good observation of what has been happening, write it down, have the courage to write it down. No, this will not reinforce that you are manifesting it in the future. I do not think the universe within you, the God within you, is foolish. I think it is the highest and most intelligent substance in the entire world. So it's not going to mistake that for you reinforcing it as something you want to receive in the future. You're just observing it. You're taking control of it. You're no longer allowing it to be the scary monster that you're trying to suppress. You are shining a light upon it, so these things no longer have to show up in your life. It can be that simple. If you haven't already, enroll in my free 10-day Manifesting Miracles course, studywithveronica.com. There you will also be signed up to receive alerts as to when I go online live on YouTube, get discount codes for all of my programs, get the inside knowledge on everything I'm manifesting. I'm wishing you the most brilliant and wonderful day. May all of your dreams come true. Now, if you want your person to miss you badly and to reach out now, even if they're the ones that left you, then you need this video now. It will work under any situation, any circumstance, not just for love, but for friendships, family, anything. You want someone to miss you, not be able to stop thinking about you and do something about it? Watch this video.